Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another logging from scratch episode. So last time we were playing, we were trying to get that tipper to unload, but apparently, silly me, that's not actually a tipping spot. In my head, it totally looked like the proper spot, but the actual sawmill is like way up here somewhere. So we have a long way to travel to get to that. It's literally on the other side of the map. So maybe next time, for the next block that we buy, we'll get something a little closer to the sawmill, like maybe in here. So at least the travel time's not so exquisite, to say the least. So I'm not going to take this all the way up there just yet because I want to make sure we have an actual full load of stuff before we actually go up there. It'd be kind of a waste to bring that all the way up there and only have, like, you know, a little bit in there. So we're gonna burn this guy over here. There we go. But we chose this location foolishly without doing our research, so now we have to live with it. It'll create for some fun travel time. How about that? Let's see if I can actually line this up well. I think I can still lower that thing and make that go in there. So I'll uncover it. Just gonna park this here. Now we have our truck going on over here still. We were gonna chop down that next set of trees right here. So let's go park right over here. Now we gotta be careful we don't fall this onto this fence because that wouldn't be very good. So we're gonna try to actually fall it in the line of the truck here. So we can give this a little snip here. There we go. Excellent. Alright, perfect. Let's do our mass cutting here. So, and again, we don't want the actual limbs. I'm not interested in getting those. So we're gonna cut those off there if we can. To find the right angle. There we go. And same difference on this guy. And we're gonna just keep snipping these off till we get to the pile where there's lots of them. Then I'll just cut the whole tip off there. I think we'll cut the tip probably right here. That's probably good. And getting ourselves a big cut here. Holy, look at that. And we'll clean off these last little branches here. Oh, there we go. Just gotta line that sucker right up there. And we got these two, and we should be golden. Excellent. Okay, so now we can bucket up into little pieces just like we have in the back of this truck. So we're actually gonna take off these straps. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna cut this guy into little chunks here. Just little pieces to fill up the back, you know, keep it all fun. And then, I think we probably got enough to maybe do a chipper run if we take it all up to that mill. I guess it'll be determined on how much this actually creates here, so slide that out of there. Alright, let's see here. There we go. That should be good. I don't think I'm strong enough to lift this. Oh, I am. Look at that. Apparently, I ate my Wheaties this morning, so I can actually lift this up. I don't really want this top, though. I'm going to put it with this piece here. We'll create a nice little bush situation over here. See, look at that. We created a nice section of bushes for the birds to go live in, so that'll be good. Now, these, I'm just going to chuck over against this fence line here. We don't need these pieces. They're no good to us. We already tried chipping those, and that didn't turn out so well, so. Now, we should be able to get the rest of this stuff all tucked in here nicely. Might have to build it up a bit, but I think it'll go well. Just try to get to hang on there. There we go. Oh, we got that one balanced just right there. Beauty. So yeah, it should be, I think all of this wood should create at least enough to maybe do one trip. I really do want to sell those wood chips to see how much, you know, like one trip's worth. Then we can at least kind of get a little bit of a financial idea of, you know, whether it's worth it or not to do wood chips there, or whether it's better to just buy one of those wood chipper dynamic points, basically, where you just sell the wood chips while you throw them in there. So I might just make one of those for my own sawmill, but we're gonna do this run first up to that mill, just because I do want to see how much it'll be. I'm not expecting too much, but I mean, you've had a lot of hard work here, so I think it's worth checking out just to see how much it'll be. We got a very full truck here, so that's great. You see the bottom end is just right leveled out. So let's lock all that in there. Fire it up, and then we get to go play with our wood chipper again and find out exactly how much wood chips this will create. It might even overfill a little bit. We'll see. Like I said, that thing can hold 12,000, so before we go, let's take a look back at our park here. Yeah, so there we go. We cleared out those trees and left it a little bit cleaner for them. It's kind of what they wanted, I think. So, and maybe we'll get a shot right there, just for a pretty thumbnail. Gotta love those. Try to get onto the road before this guy comes across. Oops. And the steering's a little sharp there. There we go. Okay. Run our stoplight there. Luckily nobody saw it, so I think we'll be just fine. Alright, so... Oh, I can tell this is very heavy. I bet you could roll this really easy if you weren't careful. Oops. How come I don't remember that being there? I think it was there, but... What is it, like a dog cage or something? Something to hold fruit? Something to hold something anyway. Okay, so we're just going to literally back this right up to about here. And then we can probably literally just throw it right off the truck onto that chipper. So let's lower this. Now, you can actually move this thing just ever so slightly. You just can't turn it. So that should get the wood chips in there, no problem. Let's get it up and rolling here. And then literally we should be able to just chuck them right from the back of the truck. Oh, lost one there. Right into the chipper. It's an interesting way to do things, but hey, it's working. Those big pieces are, can't throw them very far. They're pretty heavy, holy. The base part of the tree, the heavy gutty side. I'm trying to see if I can bump that one in. There we go. That'll eat it up. Alright, let's see if we can do some Michael Jordan moves here. Hoi! Oh. Oh. Doesn't want to let go. Oh, there we go. Make a game out of that. Oh, that's a heavy piece. That one didn't work so well. Maybe you gotta go higher. Oh. I'm not sure what the technique is there. I think just some parts are a lot heavier than others, and that just hangs up. Too bad that that strip doesn't come out right to the end here. I think you just plop it on the end and away she goes, right? That'd be easier. That one's not gonna go far. Oh, 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 got it. Nice. Actually, let's even move the truck a little closer here, because then I can literally just pull them right off the back. Let's try to do it without scratching up our paint job here. Pretty close to that hitch. Oh, I don't know how you get out of that truck, but we'll get out the passenger side and then we'll be fine. Take off all our straps here. Now let's take a quick peek and see how our thing's filling up over here. Oh, we're getting pretty close to full, I think. It should tell us in the tractor here how full it is. We got 10,633, so we're almost at 12,000. So we might not be able to get this whole truckload through here, but we'll grab a couple more of these big pieces and see how it goes. Oh, this is way easier unloading. We should have thought about this a long time ago. Alright, let's see here. How we doing? Oh, it's filling up. What are we at now? Oh, we're at 12,000, so we are max loaded. So we'll shut this guy down, so we don't want to waste any fuel or anything like that. We'll leave this truck here. Let's test the load and see. Let's see how it goes here. Let's raise this up. Oops, wrong vehicle. Okay, let's hop in our tractor. We're gonna throw our cover on there. We're gonna go for a little bit of a ride if I can clear this corner here. Now, I wonder if this game has like that stop and go. Oh, they do. That's what I was looking for a long time. I like that. There we go. That way when I go to back up the vehicle, it just backs up. It stops a lot easier. I don't have to play around as much. It's a lot nicer to... not a lot nicer to handle anyway. Alright, so... I'm going to take a little turn out here. Alright, so now we're going to go on the long adventure to the sawmill. And, yeah, hopefully it'll be everything that we hope it'll be for money anyway. Otherwise, this is a big waste of fuel and a big waste of a trip. But you know what? We got to learn one way or another, so I think it'll be good. How fast is this thing going? 53 kilometers an hour. That's pretty good for a tractor, I think. Again, I'm a logging guy, not a farming guy, so maybe that's terrible speed for a tractor. I don't know. But for a machine this big, that seems pretty reasonable. Alright, now our trailer isn't too big. It's about the same width as our tractor, so I don't really have to worry about it going over the other lane so much, so it's good. Now we have a big long journey up here to go. We want to go to the right. Yeah, the right, you betcha. And we'll gently climb up this little hill here and go find our sawmill. It's literally at the other side of the map, but luckily this map isn't... too big, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Very nice detailed cabs and everything in here. It looks really good. What I really like the detail especially is if you look around the window frames, they have like a little bit of like spotty, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the edge of a window, the little spottiness of the window. I don't know. It's like those little black dots. I don't know, it just looks really cool. I've never seen that kind of stuff before in this in a game. A lot of detail went into this, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Alright, so the sawmill... Is that the sawmill? I think it's even higher than that. I think we have a lot longer to go. I think we're only halfway there. Sorry, I'm just going to check our map real quick here. So we're here, so probably the quickest way will literally be to go a hard right. We'll scoop around that big bend. And we should be right in the sawmill. Honk, honk. Honk if you love tractors. Oh yeah, so we get this little funky hill kind of thing to go up. And yeah, hopefully they have a wood selling point there, because if not, we're in some big trouble. We got 116 grand left. We had quite a bit of money to start off. I was actually surprised. I mean, when they say from scratch and they give you 500 grand, I'm like that. Or yeah, that's quite a bit of money to just give you for starting out. Like I could see 20 grand maybe, or even 50, but 500. Whew. That is some serious money right there. We're talking. Really pretty though. I love the lighting in this game. I think they did a really good job with the lighting. Not a big fan of the waterfalls, but you know what? It adds some kind of scenicness, so why not, right? But the lighting through the trees, oh man. We're already started working on some logging maps, so I think it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to see some pretty wild stuff. Very scenic up here, isn't it? Okay, so we're rounding. We got one more roundabout, and then we should be a straight shot right to the sawmill there. And like I said, if it turns out to be a good idea, we'll keep it up. And if none of this works, I think what we'll do is sell literally the tractor, the trailer, all that stuff, and just buy that in-place wood chipper, and we'll just keep bringing back wood chips to there for the time being. And then once we make enough money, we can buy maybe another area. And then contract some bigger machines and go out and do some fun stuff there. Could be good. And then later on, once we start developing our own mods and stuff, we'll be able to bring our equipment in. Just kind of similar to what we did on the other farming from scratch, or logging from scratch. How do I always call it farming from scratch? Because technically it feels like we're farming from scratch. Look, we're driving a tractor. Something's up here. So I think that's our sawmill right over there. We could cut across this field, but I think we'll stick to the road because we want to be proper here. I would stop, but there's no one coming, so I'm just going to keep my momentum. Now, like I said, I am hoping to God that there is a wood sell point, or a chip sell point in this place. Which I think it's this right here. I think we got it. There it is. There's the wood selling and chip selling points. Perfect. Alright, so let's back this sucker up. Oops, if I can back up straight. It's always the smaller trailers are harder to back up. Big trailers, no problem. But little trailers, oh man, they're a nightmare sometimes. Alright, we should be able to dump it right about here, I think. Oh yeah. Goodbye, wood chips. Let's see how much money we're making. Does it give me an overall total? I think we probably made about $2 grand off that so far. I hope it tells me like a total. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's it. $831. Yeah, well, you know, for an arborist, that's probably not too bad. But I'm thinking that's not the way to go for us, especially with the sawmill being so far away. So I think we're going to get rid of our tractor, just because having it's going to be pretty costly to have. We have a leased thing, so we're actually going to sell our leased thing. We're going to return that, and we're going to sell our other stuff, which I can't seem to find for whatever reason. Let's see here. Garage. Oh, interesting. Maybe I need to... How do I get rid of my thing? Oh, owned items. There we go. So I want to sell this, get some of our money back before we can't get money back. Sell our trailer. And what I would like to buy, even though we don't have a whole lot of money, we're going to buy a placeable wood chipper. That's what we're going to do. So forestry equipment. I don't really know where it is, though. I think it's placeable. There it is, yeah. So we got this, but we literally don't want to put it here. Okay, let's tab to our other spot. So we're gonna call a cab and get a ride back. And look at that, we got our cab ride all the way back. Perfect. You didn't even lose any time of day. Ideal. Oh, weird. Why is it telling me to be up here? You're right, I don't own this land. It's a good way to survey the whole land, though, hey? A little lake down here. Some stuff over here. And then we should be right about here. Oh, I can't put it here. It says it's going to collide with other objects. Okay, well, it's time to, I think it's time to set up the soccer field then. Oh, it's too bad we didn't keep that mower, hey? That's okay, we don't need it. So let's set up our wood selling point. Now, how do you rotate this guy? I think it's just arrow keys, isn't it? Yeah. So what we want to do is make it easy access. Maybe we'll put the access right here. So we can just back the truck up to it and throw all the stuff in it. This will be our sawmill. Bloop. There we go. Okay, so now we have our truck here, so let's go for a stroll down there real quick. Okay, let's go bring this sucker right down there. So although that's our main office, we're now going to set up our outside operations shop down in this old soccer field. Because we don't need all that stuff there. It's actually probably a good place to store equipment, too, if we ever need to. We're just going to kind of bump over the road here. It's our land. We can drive over here however we want. There we go. And then eventually it would be nice to have a mower of some kind to clean all this up. Let's see here. We'll back this guy up. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it on this episode just here, because when we come back in the next one, we can start playing with our new wood chipper, as well as looking at future endeavors of where we want to go. So, should be good. If you guys like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.